Happy Wednesday, Kingston Presbyterian Church. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good week as we have entered another month. It is Wednesday, which means tonight we do have Wednesday suppers, so I hope you will join us for that as Mary and Teresa and Aaron are preparing a wonderful meal for us. We also have a really important presentation that I hope you can make where our friends from New Covenant Trust Company will be here tonight to help explain our trustee accounts, how they work, and how we can contribute to them and help them to sustain us into the future. So I hope you will be here for that. If you can't be here for that, we are going to record that session and it will be on YouTube later tonight or tomorrow. Sunday, we are in the book of Hebrews. No one really knows who wrote Hebrews, so it's an anonymous letter. It's somewhat of a long letter. But in Hebrews chapter 11, verses 1 through 3 are some of my favorite verses in the whole Bible because they give us the definition of faith. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. I love that definition. Of course, faith is something we can't prove, right? It's something that we hope for, as the writer of Hebrews says. I remember my days as a youth pastor. I always wanted to shepherd and teach our middle and high school students about having a faith that I hoped would sustain them well into their later lives. That when they took a science class, when they got to college, that their faith wouldn't crumble apart because of something they believed about the Bible. That they would have a faith that when life got hard or they endured some sort of tragedy, that they would be able to sense God and the Holy Spirit somewhere in that midst, that their faith wouldn't crumble when life got hard. You know, I think it's easy sometimes to ask that question. I think we've all asked that question, where is God in the middle of this? Perhaps some of you are going through a very difficult season and you're asking that question, where is God in the middle of this? I didn't think life was supposed to turn out this way. This wasn't going to be part of the plan. Perhaps you've endured some grief or loss and you're wondering, where was God in the middle of that? Is God in the middle of that? And we're going to wrestle with that question about where is God in the midst of these tough events? Where is God and how does God relate to science? And is creation supposed to be in some kind of conflict with the theory of evolution or the Big Bang and our origins? Does there have to be a conflict? Does there need to be a conflict? We're going to wrestle with those tough questions and talk about what it means to have genuine faith in God. And of course, as Christians, we believe in Jesus Christ. I think in the midst of these times, in a political season that's filled with division and chaos, wars going on around the world. Many of our friends in the upstate of South Carolina and the western North Carolina mountains have just gone through immense tragedy. Many of them are still without power, running water. They don't have access to groceries and gasoline. Many of them are sustained on generators. Some people don't even know where their loved ones are, and yet here we are, Hurricane Helene. Where's God in the middle of that? I ask those questions too, but we're going to talk about that on Sunday, and hopefully we'll walk away with a faith that can last and be sustained through even some of the worst tragedies we can imagine. So I hope you'll join me this Sunday. I miss you very much. I hope to see you tonight. I'm praying for you, love you, and I hope everyone is doing well. God bless.